Hello， 大家好，我是利恩。今天呢，要带大家继续来看Charlie Kirk 在大学校园里面与一位女同性恋者的学生呢展开的辩论，来听一听他们之间会有什么样的有趣的对话吧。Let's go。
I don't really have a specific question. What is something that you like to debate about?
Anything? What's on your mind? I want to make it more fair for you. I'm not here to pick debates. I'm here to try to teach. So, what do you tend to be more conservative or liberal?
More liberal.
Okay. Tell me how you got to that way, and tell me. This is not a trick. I'm not here to debate college kids. I'm here to try to teach. If someone debates me, I'll debate back. But
I mean, it's kind of just what aligns with my morals. I'm myself. I'm a queer person. And I know that you have a lot of stuff that you wouldn't agree with me on. But I think it's important to actually debate the topics and not just fight. So
I totally agree. Can I ask a dumb question?
Yeah.
When I grew up, calling someone queer was like a slur. Can you tell me what that means? I mean that sincerely. And how is it different than just saying you're lesbian or bisexual or gay?
So it can be different for everyone because gender, sexuality, it's a spectrum just like anything else. And for me personally, I like everyone.
No, but what does queer mean though?
Queer, it's just a label.
What does the label mean?
It's different for everyone.
Okay. No, I know, but that doesn't.
I hear people going, "Oh my God."
No, I just want I want a definition. I mean, I'm not trying to put you as a trap, though. I mean this because when I grew up, if I called somebody queer, I would get in trouble. Just give me like a working definition.
Yeah, so queer is just something that you identify as with your sexuality. It can be related to gender too.
Right, but how do you know once you achieve queer? Like, what is the, like? Can you give me saying that anybody can be it doesn't tell me what that thing is. That makes sense though. Like, it'd be like saying. You become an adult when you feel like you're an adult. I mean, you have to say that there is an objective.
I'm glad that everyone's having so much fun.
Well, they're
with
laughing
this.
because I'm trying to glean like what it means.
Yeah.
Because when someone says queer, that doesn't tell me anything.
Yeah, so that's what a debate is for. For
debate back.
Thank you. So. It's literally just an identity.
Right. Okay. But right. But like, what is that identity? For example, if I were to say I'm a conservative, let me give an example.
Yeah.
A conservative is someone who believes in small government, strong borders, American exceptionalism, the Constitution. How would you then give a definition of queer that someone looking at could say, oh, that is queer? Like, connect the dots.
So, I'm gay, right?
Okay, no, that's good. So,
yeah.
So what's the difference then gay and queer?
The whole point of it is that it has a different definition for everyone.
No, I know, but what is the difference then of gay and queer?
好，这边我稍微打岔，跟大家简单做一个介绍科普哈，就是说 Charlie 问他的这个叫做 queer 哈。酷儿呢，这个其实是在19世纪之后呢，才开始出现的一种流行的字眼哈。那这一开始的时候呢，是来描述那些呢不太符合传统这种异性恋或者是二元性别认同，就是你相信有男有女的人哈。简单讲，就是这个词它涵盖了以前早期我们讲的，好比说同性恋啊、双性恋啊或泛性恋，甚至跨性别哈。那因为以前这个词刚开始的时候哈。人们讲 queer 的时候，都是意思就是说这个人怪怪的哈，这个人有那个类似像这样的意思哈，是一种带有贬义的倾向。所以呢，Charlie 提出来呢，是因为早期的这个同性恋社群其实非常非常的敏感这个词，也就是说，他们认为当你讲他们是 queer 酷儿的时候呢，其实是一种歧视。可是有趣的是一直到了这个20世纪，也就是60到70年代的时候呢。这个美国现在兴起的 LGBTQ 族群反而他们开始重新拥抱 queer 这个名词，也就是说，他们把这个呢又转为了一个呢，他们认为他们可以接受的一个代称词，就是他们都是属于 queer 的这个人群，好，也就是说 queer 就涵盖了整个 LGBTQ， 所以 Charlie 在这边其实提出来的是一个挑战，就是说，那为什么以前我们小时候说人家 queer 的时候，人家就会可能会对我们拳打脚踢啦，就是认为这个是歧视他们呢？那现在变成好像讲这个东西，你们自己又这个 LGBTQ 的团体呢，又都称自己是 queer， 为什么你们过去不能接受，你们现在又接受？那到底你们怎么去给一个名词一个精准的定义？好，那换句话说就是定义这个事情，男女的性别定义可以这样子任由大家的喜好改来改去吗？昨天不喜欢，今天又喜欢吗？ OK， 所以 Charlie 差不多是这样的意思。那我简单科普一下。好，我们继续看。
No, I get more questions, right?
Yeah, sure.
When did I say I was good at it?
No, guys, I'm not trying. I mean this because I think that in society, just so you know my perspective,
So,
they're not
what?
chanting at you, just so you know.
No, I have a real question.
Okay.
I have a real question. What are your favorite policies that you want implemented from Trump? Like if he were to be elected?
I think we should drill our natural resources to bring down the price of oil and natural gas. I think we should broker peace between Russia and Ukraine. I think we should try to end the Israeli war as quickly and as humanely possible. I believe we should secure the southern border, cut taxes for middle-income earners, no tax on tips, no tax on Social Security, no tax on overtime, no men and women's sports. Those are just some of the policies off the top of my head.
Yeah, so I agree that taxes should be lowered because the taxes are extremely high, especially here. And I know you brought up earlier that it's way more expensive now to have housing than it was even like a couple years ago. And I think it's super important to talk about that because it's really impossible for especially college students to be expected to have housing after they graduate.
So, totally agree. So why is it that when Trump was president, an average house you could get at $75,000 combined income a year, now it's $130,000 a year? Why is that?
So I will say that I don't agree with everything that Kamala Harris stands for, and I'm not that knowledgeable about it. That's why I'm having the debate so I can learn. But I also don't agree with Trump. So
On what though? What?
I just don't.
Can you give me?
Yup, boo me!
I'm not.
Boo!
No, guys, don't. No, please.
Yes!
Don't boo.
Thank
Don't
you,
boo.
guys.
Please don't boo. What's your name?
Taylor.
Taylor, thank you for coming up. Can you give me 2 things that you don't agree with Trump on, or would you like me to try to win you over for Trump?
So you're not going to be able to do that, but I appreciate it.
Well, then you're not open-minded.
Well, first of all,
If you say that there's nothing you can then hear to be won over for Trump, then you got to give me a good reason, at least 2, why you don't like Trump.
he's racist. Yup, boo me. Thank you, guys.
Okay, so let me ask you a dumb question. Can you define what does it mean to be racist?
Do you want me to look up a definition?
No, I want you to. You said he's a racist, so you must have a definition of racism in your mind. Tell me what that definition is.
Okay, so, I'm gonna make you guys wait on this. Ooh, zero knowledge.
Guys, please don't heckle. I want to try to understand because these words have a lot of meaning.
Yeah.
But you can't get. I know it's hard on the spot. I just want you to think about it because if you say Trump is a racist, you should be able to easily give a definition of what that word means.
So it's hatred towards another race, right?
So when has he ever exhibited that? Give me clear and specific examples.
You got one? Well, yeah, I heard someone say he told. Yes!
Okay, but let me just help you out here.
Uh-huh.
What you think he's a racist because the media has told you he's a racist. Because you can't give me an example off the top of your head, and even when you phone a friend to the audience. I'm not criticizing you. Maybe the media is lying to you. Maybe the man who's being called a racist is actually someone that's trying to improve lives of all Americans.
I think this is fun, guys, so...
Okay, so let me just ask one final question for you.
Yeah.
Which is, you say you are liberal.
Yeah.
Right? And you say you lean to the left.
Yeah.
Are you open-minded to have your mind changed on your core political principles?
On my core political principles?
Or philosophical?
If it's a fact, then sure.
Cool. So can I give you a fact I want you to think about? Kamala Harris, as she's been in charge of the border, we have 320,000 missing children right now in this country that were all sex trafficked or labor trafficked across the southern border. Do you agree that that should probably get more attention?
I think any type of issue like that should get attention.
Have you heard about that before me mentioning it?
Not really. Like I said, I don't really know that much.
No, but hold on. But you knew enough to say Trump was a racist. Why do you think you don't know that there's 320,000 missing kids in America? Why is that?
It's not really presented in the media. The media is so focused right now on the battle between conservative and liberal.
But isn't that a core part of the battle, that the liberal vice president has allowed 320,000 kids to go missing?
So how has she allowed that exactly?
That's a good question. She's in charge of the border. She has stopped DNA testing at the border. So if a kid comes to the border, 12 years old, and someone says, I'm their father, there's no DNA rapid testing that takes 90 seconds to make sure that's actually the father. Most times it's a pimp that is selling the girl into sex slavery in the interior of the United States. Kamala Harris specifically got rid of that policy.
So it was in place before?
Yes, when Donald Trump was president, it required DNA testing, and families would remain together, and they were not granted asylum into the interior of the country, and we had remain in Mexico, the lowest border crossings in American history. Under Kamala Harris, we have 10 million people coming illegally into America.
Okay. Next person.
All right, I want you to think about these things, and maybe one day you'll remember this conversation, and you'll think back that maybe conservatives have been right all along. Thank you.
好，那我们已经看完了。其实这个女大学生，其实坦白说她，我觉得她其实是坦白说，她是没有太多比较深层的论述，或者说她没有太多个人比较明确的想法。你可以发现，现在美国大学生其实普遍充斥的这种现象，而且这些都几乎称得上是觉醒文化大学生。当然了，这里面还是有精英分子，有机会我会给大家看非常精彩的觉醒文化学生跟 Charlie Kirk 的精彩辩论哈。但是我必须要说，就是说很多大部分的学生呢，多半他只是被同侪或者是媒体所感染出的一种氛围。难道说我们作为一个有常识文化、有常识的人，都不能够去跟你讨论什么是男，什么是女，都不能去讨论定义，讨论所有你坚持捍卫的东西，到底它背后的精确的一个表达的定义，或者说立论到底是什么吗？当然可以。可是你会发现左派现在其实越来越做所谓这样的意识形态的时候，他们其实很大程度的，就像 Charlie Kirk 说，就是那变成反而你们是显得最不像 open-minded 最没有开放心态的人了。因为你们不允许别人的声音可以来去让你做一些判断或思考，或是聆听其他人的声音。当然了，这个我们必须承认，很多时候各自双方都会有所谓的同温层。不过呢，这个东西如果偏激的时候呢，其实现在左派的偏激的行为，确实已经在他们的团体当中出现了一个叫做取消文化，就是 cancel 文化这样子的一个代名词了。那这个意思就是指的是说，如果当你不认同那个极端左派的部分的时候，哪怕你是个左派，他也要 cancel 你，他也要等于把你 get out， 把你踢出去，因为你还不够左。好，所以越极端的时候，人就会越封闭。这个是人类历史永远不会逃避掉的一个法则，一个问题。当你越极端的时候，你一定是越封闭的。那当你越极端的时候呢，你也一定是越不容得其他的人的所谓的质疑。当然，我们也要做一个反省跟警惕，就是我们在台湾，不管是年轻人、大学生，甚至成人之间，我们是否也容易被意识形态所绑架 ？OK， 我们今天就先带大家分享到这一个地方，我们是超级神队友，我们下期再见，拜拜。
The cornerstone is Christ alone. 福